What's up, you guys? Happy Monday. How are we? All right, guys. So I want to talk about something that actually just hit me. So I got a message from a member of our gym who had moved away, and now she's back, and she's like, "Hey, I want to come back." And she asked how we were. Taylor, shout out to you. I hope you don't mind me sharing this, but she said, "I see all your posts, and they're so inspiring." And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, that actually triggers me. So here's why. So in what we do, my goal for everything that I post, everything that I share is that like it actually inspires you to take action. And I think that in this world, so often we're all like, oh, that's a great concept, such great, like great wisdom. And right, it's awesome that she thinks it's inspiring. And I don't mean it that way. But like if all I do is like inspire you, but I don't inspire you to take action, and it's not about me, right? Like I don't post for me, I post for you guys, and I post about things that I know I've shifted in my life that have made massive changes. So it really got me thinking, like, what's the difference between inspiration, being an inspirational speaker, like, oh, you can make the world cry and do all these things and feel amazing or feel terrible, or you can make them feel, right? That's awesome. But if people aren't taking action, and if you're not taking action, then what does it take to get you into inspired action? Okay, so when I had my big like transformation, awakening, shift, healing, whatever you want to call it, I really went from a place of hustle, of like I have to do and I have to be doing, and it was to prove my worth, and it was to feel like I was good enough, and I thought that was the only way you succeeded in life or in business or in fitness in your body was just more, right? And then I learned that I didn't need more, I needed less, right? I needed a lot less. I needed less work. I needed less hustle. I needed less of a lot of things. But what I really needed was more inspired action, right? Action that actually took me closer to my goal. So I want you guys to think about this. So whether it's a health goal, a business goal, a life goal, whatever it is, they're all connected, right? Everything we talk about. I'm going to start making this stuff really, really simple for you guys because I know I kind of get all over the place. There's 4 pillars that we're going to talk about, right? We're going to talk about mindset. We're gonna talk about you mentally. We're gonna talk about you physically. We're gonna talk about you spiritually, and we're gonna talk about you emotionally. Okay, so I want you to start thinking that the shift program that we coach is 4 pillars. It's those 4 pillars: mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Right. So where do you fit inside of those pillars? So when I do lives from now on, I'm gonna be like, hey, we're talking the physical pillar. Hey, we're talking the emotional pillar. Hey, we're talking the mental pillar. Whatever it is. But with inspired action. So if you're trying to have a health outcome, let's say by the end of the year, you want to, have less body fat, be healthier, right? Those aren't real goals, but body fat is. But let's say you want to take steps to be a better version of yourself physically, right? So what does that take? What does that inspired action look like, right? It's eating more vegetables. It's going to bed earlier. It's grounding yourself in nature. It's actually learning what micronutrients are, right? It's actually taking action and not just saying, well, I really hope that this is going to work, right? The other part is that there's a ton of you, and we were in Colorado Springs this weekend, so I'll share the story. We went down to the gym. I'm on a couple weeks of like rest and rejuvenation to try to get my foot to heal, which is hard for me, like really hard for me. So we went down to stretch. I'm not gonna lie, did a little 10-minute workout with the girls because they wanted to work out. But there was a guy there who, it was awesome because he had like the best intentions. Hi, Joe. He had the best intentions. He was an older guy, obviously trying per se, but he had kind of the atypical American belly. He was older. He was kind of doing the bro sesh, right? Lifting bis and tris, and then he got on the Peloton and like tried to keep up. And I felt bad in that we weren't judging him, but I was like, he's probably doing all of things right now that are actually exactly what he doesn't need, right? So he's putting more stress on his body. He's probably not actually watching his nutrition. Like what he was trying to do, and in a way that he thought was going to be helpful, was probably less helpful than what he actually needed in life. And so he was taking hustle action, in my opinion, but not inspired action or educated action. So to me, you guys, inspired action is like, okay, if this is the outcome, what steps am I taking to get to that outcome, right? So whether it's your body, what do you need? What do you need to look at, right? Let's just look at the 4 parts. What do you need? Do you need to look at your mindfulness and your mindset, like your mental state? Do you need to look at stress mitigation? Do you need to look at physical? Like how's your body moving? How are you sleeping? What are you putting inside of it? Do you need to look at your spiritual? Do you need to get more connected? Are you super disconnected from that? Or do you need to be looking at, what are they, mental, physical, emotional, right? Are you letting your feelings run your life, or you're not feeling at all, or are you suppressing? Like, where are you in your your life, which one of those legs really needs to grow and which one do you need to take inspired action in, right? And so we've been talking to a lot of high achievers and CEOs and people like that, and it's like what they think they need, right? Well, I need more of this. My team needs more sales. They need more of that. It's like, no, what they actually need is less stress. They need a little more time off. They need better sleep. They need to understand how to take care of themselves, because you're all going to be better at your jobs if you're taking care of yourself, right? And if you own a company or you're an HR person, if you can get your employees, if you can help your employees take better care of themselves, they're going to be more productive, right? And so we're starting to work a little more in sort of like corporate wellness and helping companies actually like increase their bottom line by taking care of their people. So I want you to think about an outcome. Let's say if it's for the end of the year, what outcome do you desire? And what does it actually look like to take inspired action, right? And so what's the difference? In my opinion, inspired actions are things that pull you, right? Like I'm pulled to get up and do the certain things. I'm pulled to do the things. Hustle is like, I feel like you have to, and you're like, why can't I stay focused? Why can't I stay motivated? If you're having those feelings, why can't I stay motivated? Why can't I take action? Like you're probably not going in the right direction, right? That's probably a hustle mentality. Whereas like when you have a vision and an outcome that you're really going for, it pulls you, right? You don't have to hustle. You don't have to force. It pulls you where you want to go. So think about what that is. Let me know in the comments what's your outcome that you're shooting for by the end of the year. If you need help getting there and you're like, gosh, I know I want these things, but I have no idea how to get there, let me know. I still have 2 spots I've had some calls, but I've got still 2 spots for the right people that are really looking to work one-on-one and take their life to the next level between now and the end of the year. So if that's you, let me know. Otherwise, hope you guys are well. Have an amazing Monday, and we'll chat soon.